Brandon Keith Avery with Just My Opinion Reviews in Dallas, Texas. And my question is being shot to Omar. Sir, what I'm loving about the season 2 so far is it seems like your character is getting a redo or a second chance on events that transpired in the first season. We all know that second chances are a blessing. It's not a guarantee, so you should take advantage of it every time it presents itself. So I want to ask you, in your long, great career, has there ever been a chance in your film or acting career, has there ever been a time to where things didn't pan out the way you thought they necessarily should or would the first time around, but they turned out better when you got a redo, when you got a second chance? And if so, how did you use that energy for preparing for the role of Howard that you're playing today?
Man, that's a great question. First of all, Cowboys, because you said Dallas. I'm a Cowboys fan. But you know, in this career, you constantly face that. You constantly have to sort of reinvent. You constantly have to, in my opinion,
he said it.
You have to throw curveballs at the audience. You know, for example, it's like when I did the show House, you know, no one saw that coming. And it's like you have to constantly take chances and risks because it's easy to get boxed into. It's easy to get stereotyped, or it's easy to fall into you know, films or television that people just get used to seeing you do. And for me, I'm an artist, so I constantly want to challenge myself and do things that seem outside of the box, but they don't seem outside of the box to me, because to me there is no box. But you know, after doing this for 30 years, you know, people can get used to seeing you a certain way, and it's fun to just sort of, you know, go this way, go that way, go up, go down. It's just constantly, I say this humbly, but it's like keep the audience on their toes, because they never know what's coming. And that's part of being an artist, you know? One day you wake up on this side of the bed, next day you wake up on that side of the bed. So I love the question, because that's exactly what Howard is going through. You know, Howard has gotten his second chance, and he's sort of, but what's sort of, I guess, nefarious about it is the audience is going to have to find out, is it genuine or is he manipulating, you know? Because, you know, nothing corrupts more than power. And this is a character, I mean, pun intended, but this is a character who's used to having the power. So now that he's faced with not having it, it's like, how does he play those cards?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Mekai, this question is for you, sir. First off, you know, great performance. I've been blown away so far. I know in the past, you've talked about how when you first obtained the role of Kanan, how you was initially shocked and you felt a bit of pressure, but you prepared yourself by watching old 90s movies and television shows and studying the mannerisms of 50 Cent. I mean, in the first season, you were so different, wanting to protect your mother, but the second season, you're a bit skeptical. Like, I think I bit off too much that I can chew. So in the second season, Mekai, like, did the creators of 50 Cent say to you, like, hey, we loved you the first season, do exactly what you did in the first season in the second season, or did they ask you to kind of take a different approach? Or if you could just kind of talk about how you approached the role the second time around.
Thank you for the question, first of all. I think, you know, there's Sasha's right here as well. I think there's always just been an extremely collaborative effort in terms of, you know, the arcs with any of the characters, any sort of forward motion that's going to happen with the story. I think that the overall, you know, understanding of where this character was going was kind of hit and nailed and really understood by all of us very early on. There are conversations that happen, you know, on the regular and the day-to-day about what's happening with these characters or how to play what's happening. But for the most part, you know, Sasha, 50, everybody really trusts one another with just our natural talents and you know, our natural instincts. That's one thing Sasha's always told me is, you know, he appreciates and trusts my instincts a lot of the time. Even in times when I haven't, you know, a lot of the times he's deferred to me when it comes to those sort of things in certain moments. And I will always appreciate you for that, big dog. Thank you. But yeah, that's kind of, you know, the overall, I guess you can say, process of how, even going in the second season, how we really built the character. It was, you know, just everybody had the general understanding of where the character was at that point. Sasha gave me he helped me kind of map out, yeah, this is what's going to happen this year. He, definitely points you in the direction of like, he gives you the warnings of, this is essentially somewhere in the ballpark of what, you're going to be going through this year. So yeah, that's kind of how it all came together. But for the most part, it's, we all trust one another to just come together and collaborate as one big think tank.
Right on. Thank you so much. And I was so shocked when I found out that you wasn't 50's son, because y'all look like twins.
Hey man, I take that as a testament to the craft, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you.